Dirk, the book you are going to talk about.
Yes, the book I'm going to talk about is a book written by Dave Ulrich, who is a Harvard University professor. The Leadership Code, 5 Rules to Lead By. The reason why I read this book was because it got a favorable review in the Harvard Business Review, which is basically not a bad thing, or not a special thing if you're a professor yourself, but also
published it for God's
yes,
sake.
they did, so that's why I say it's not a big thing. But it did get a good review by our friend Stephen Stern in the Financial Times. And if he thinks a book's worth reading, then I go to the trouble of reading it. Written in 2008, what I like about the book, and what illustrates the relevance to business people and to SMEs as well, is that the book is concise, it's to the point. It's only got 185 pages, and it's well written. It's useful and it's applicable. It has models, it has links to websites where you can download stuff. The website even has interactive things, so it's good stuff. It's good stuff for people who are into leadership development or interest, either because you're interested, because you're a facilitator, but also because you're a leader. And it's got lots of exercises you can use in your company to test your leadership thing. Now, what is new about this? There is something which I think is new, because often you see in leadership books that they're either about the leader or the follower. That books are either about the organization or the people. They are either about strategy or about operations. And these books try to build a model, and they call it a code, where they try to unite all these elements into what they call 5 rules. Now, these 5 rules, they say as a leader, you've got to be a strategist. That basically what they come up with is nothing new, but the model is nice. So the model works on 2 axes. You've got one axe saying on the left, you've got the organization, and on the right, you've got the people. And then the y-axe is the short term and the long term. So if you're combining long-term and organization, you're into strategy. And it's your job as a leader to shape the future. If you're in the short term and in the organization, you're talking about execution, how you get things happening. If you're short term and with people, you're talking about recruitment, about get talented people inside your company. And if you're talking long term and people, you're talking about human capital development. And in the middle of that, there is you as a leader. And they say that if you want to be a powerful and a strong leader, you've got, and that's a bit funny the way they put it, you've got to find time to invest in yourself. And that's what I like about the model, because it is not an inward-looking model, but it's also an outward-looking model. Now, this may look, or may seem like old theory, but they've got a lot of lists or checklists to help you with that. And their basic aim, and I think they do succeed in that their basic aim is to, and I quote from the book, to break leadership into day-to-day thinking so that you know what to do on Monday morning.